A woodcutter always went to the forest with his axe in the late afternoon to chop wood. One day, while he was chopping, the woodcutter's axe accidentally slipped and fell into the river. The woodcutter sat on the riverbank, weeping bitterly. Just then, a beautiful water fairy, or nymph, rose from the water and asked him, "What's wrong, dear man?" The woodcutter explained, "My axe has fallen into the water." The fairy consoled him, "Don't cry, I will fetch your axe for you." With that, the water fairy dove into the river and brought out a magnificent golden axe. She showed it to him and asked, "Woodcutter, is this your axe?" The woodcutter shook his head and replied, "No, that is not mine." The fairy dove again and returned with a silver axe. Still, the honest woodcutter refused to take it. Finally, the fairy dove one last time and brought up his own old wooden axe. The woodcutter cried out with joy, "Yes, that is my axe." Pleased by the woodcutter's honesty, the water fairy gifted him the golden and silver axes as a reward. What is the moral of this story? Let us know in the comments. Dom dom. The woodcutter was walking down the road, carrying all three axes, the gold, the silver, and his own wooden one. On the way, he met a friend. His friend asked him where he got the axes, and the woodcutter told him the entire story. The friend became consumed by greed. He immediately went to the same river and deliberately threw his own axe into the water. Just as before, the water fairy rose from the water and asked him what was wrong. He replied that his axe had fallen into the water and asked her to retrieve it. The water fairy dove into the water and brought out the magnificent golden axe. As soon as she showed it to him, the greedy friend instantly and falsely claimed that the golden axe was his. The water fairy immediately understood that the man was very greedy. Therefore, the fairy did not give him the axe. She took the golden axe and disappeared back into the water. Therefore, never be greedy, or you will lose everything you have. Don't forget to subscribe for more stories.